When we were just releasing the final training on our inner voice program, I would get questions all the time on, well, what is inner voice? What does that mean? What do you mean by unlock purpose and passion? What does that all mean? Well, I went through a bit of a life crushing 5 years ago, and I had made plenty of money. I had raised my family, and life was good. And I went through this crushing, and I was just lost for a little while. And I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but most of us go through that in our life at some point in time. And luckily, I had the means at that point to take a little time off. And I had two big questions. What is the purpose of life? What am I here for? I felt like a hamster on a hamster wheel in the pet store. Have you ever seen a hamster? He runs and he gets nowhere. Well, I felt like that in life. And it doesn't matter if one is making $10,000 a year or $10 million. We go to work, we pay the bills, we struggle, we have problems, crisis comes in. We continue to raise the kids, we buy a car, we got bills to pay off. We then get a boat, we buy a house. Back on this hamster wheel. Every once in a while we have a good vacation day and we say, well, life is good, back on the hamster wheel. 75 years later, we die. If that's all there was to life, and there is a God and an organization to this universe, my question was, that would have to be a mean one. So I wanted the answer to two questions. What's the purpose of life? What are we really here for? And my second question is, who's right? Are the business people right? Are the religious people right? Is it the Christians, the Muslims, the Jews, the Hindus, the Buddhists? Is it Wayne Dyer? Who's right? Or are they all saying the same thing in different times, different cultures, and different languages? And luckily I had the means, and I spent 5 years traveling to 20 countries, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Israel, Haiti, Colombia, Spain, over 20,000 hours working with top business, spiritual, religious leaders worldwide. And I came up with some answers that have changed my life completely. And not just changed it, revolutionized it. In this book and in this program, I talk in two voices. I talk in the voice of a warrior and the voice of a statesperson. The warrior is from about 20 to 40 years old, give or take. And there we operate on total human training. Selfish, self-centered, arrogant, finger-pointing, judging, blaming, chasing lots of rabbits, trying to find a career or a business, and we chase a lot of them, we don't catch them. And then some point in life, in most cases, what I found in my travels, is we go through a life crushing. Either life crushes us, someone crushes us, or we self-sabotage and crush ourselves. If you've ever found yourself in that position like I was, you'll identify with this. Then I started to look up to what's the answers, and I found what we call the statesperson way of life. In the statesperson, we learn a whole new set of rules and powers. The power of humility, the power of tolerance, the power of patience, the power of kindness, the power of letting go of resentments. The problem is, most of us define those. In inner voice, we tell you how to do them. How do you do those things? If you've ever wondered what your purpose is, in other words, what am I really supposed to be doing and how do I turn that into an economic generator and build a passion for it, you're in the right place with Inner Voice.